Hey guys, it's Jack from Tech Fusions here. I hope you are all well and safe, and today in this video we are going to be talking about and reviewing one of the cheapest budget gimbals out there at the moment. This is of course the FeiyuTech AK2000C. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. First of all, I want to say this video is not sponsored by FeiyuTech, but they did send us the gimbal to review, so thanks Feiyon there. This 3-axis gimbal costs just £219 or $239 US, so pretty cheap compared to other gimbals that are on the market at the moment. With that said, this gimbal for mirrorless and DSLR cameras is really aiming at that beginner or budget market, which is something that should be expected considering the price of the gimbal. I am currently using this gimbal with a Canon M6 Mark II alongside a Sigma 35mm 1.4 lens, and to be honest it handles it pretty well, which is great. I'll tell you what guys, this gimbal is actually pretty cool. It is way better than what I was expecting it to be, and to be honest, it's just so much fun. For a fairly reasonable price, you are getting a decent gimbal that can stabilise your footage, which is especially good if you're like me and you want your footage to look that little bit more stable and of course cinematic. The design looks really nice and I really like the wooden bit on the bottom. I think it just kind of gives it that retro feel, something I really like and something we really like on the channel. While the design looks like most gimbals out there at the moment, one thing I do really like about this gimbal is how light it is. For anyone who has used a gimbal before, you'll probably know just how heavier they can get, especially the ones that are for the mirrorless and DSLR cameras, or any type of camera for that matter. It's also pretty easy to set up and balance. We're not going to show a video on how to balance a gimbal because there are lots of videos around it already, but if that is something you'd be interested in us doing, then let us know in the comments down below. The FeiyuTech AK2000C has 3 locks, a little bit like lots of other gimbals which you can get today, and this makes it a lot easier to balance, and I found the balancing didn't take very long at all. Cool things about this budget gimbal is it actually has a quick release plate already on the gimbal, which to be honest makes it a lot easier, and again thinking about travelling around, it's just really convenient and works. Simplistic but works, which to be honest is all what you need if you want to find something and shoot it fairly quickly. The budget gimbal also has a LED touchscreen. It's easy and simplistic to use. It's easy to switch between the modes just by pressing them or by swiping left, and then you get a few more modes as options. The gimbal comes with a range of modes including pan follow mode, lock mode, alongside some other cool new features such as the selfie mode, which is great if you want to vlog or something like that, inception mode, and again it's got some other things that you can do to really make sure that your footage is nice and smooth when you are using the gimbal. Gimbal also works with an app which I have to say is really good, and I really do think that the app works really well. However, I found that I didn't really need to use it too much, and this is actually a really good thing because I felt like I can get most of the controls just by using the gimbal itself. The battery life was fairly decent. I would just always make sure that it is fully charged before you take it out, because I guess one of the downsides to this, which you have on some other gimbals, is that you can replace the battery, which you can't on this, and to be honest it's not a big deal, but I would just recommend making sure that it is fully charged before taking it out. So what are the pros for this gimbal? Well, first of all, it's pretty convenient because it is pretty easy to take out wherever you go. This means if you wanted to vlog with it, especially with the selfie mode as well, you could do that quite easily, which again makes it a more versatile gimbal. Having the gimbal being so lightweight also means that I'm more likely to take it out, which is a huge plus. While I love gimbals so much, and I also really enjoy those higher end ones as well, I like how light this is, and it means that I'm just more likely to use it if I'm going out day to day and things like that. The gimbal does also get some nice smooth footage, and this is particularly good if you want to take your filmmaking skills to the next level. As a budget gimbal, this does lack some of the features, for example the focus mode or the focus wheel, which you often get on other gimbals, but then at the same time I feel like this is something that is probably to be expected on a fairly budget gimbal. But again, it depends on the kind of shooting style that you do and how you shoot, depending on what type of gimbal you need for your videos. Overall, I really loved this gimbal, and to be honest, I will probably still use it after the gimbal alongside other gimbals as well, depending on what I need to shoot at the time. If you're on a bit of a budget and want a decent gimbal from your camera, then this FeiyuTech AK2000C is probably a good option for you. If you're looking at buying a budget end gimbal, this is something I would recommend. We will of course leave a link in the description below if it is something that you would like to buy for yourself. But as always, I would always recommend looking at other videos as well, just to make sure that it is the right gimbal for you if it is something that you are thinking of buying. We would love to make more videos on this gimbal, so if you have any questions, let us know in the comments down below, or if you have any other things that you want to see in future videos around gimbals, again, let us know. We try to answer all comments, so we really love to hear from you guys watching. If you enjoyed this video, we would love it if you can give the video a thumbs up. It really does help get our content out to more and more people. And if you're new to our channel, we make videos around technologies such as gimbals, drones, phones, electric scooters, and much more. So if that is something you are interested in, then we would really love it if you joined our wonderful community by hitting that subscribe button. This was Jack from Tech Fusions. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will catch you in the next one.